Hi. So this isn't like one of the official videos I was planning on doing because down the road I do want to do a lot of specific different exercises that I feel are really good for overall strength, both inside and outside the gym. But this is just a random thing that came across my attention today because of what I was doing today. So for some crazy reason, this right middle finger has been like pretty sore the last couple weeks. At the beginning it just felt kind of like a bruise right here where the bar pushed against, so when I'm doing like rows or deadlifts or something I could feel it pretty good, but wasn't that big of a deal, and it just kept getting a little bit worse, and then it like started swelling up and getting shaped funny and spreading, so that instead of just hurting right here, it hurt all down here and hurt on the sides. And so I started skipping some things. Like I think last Friday I did like my deadlifts and my clean and jerks, but I didn't do the partial deadlifts because they're a lot heavier because of the good leverage you have in that position. So I skipped them. I didn't want that kind of pressure against my sore finger. And then on the next day when I do my little quick workout to kind of keep my bench press from going backwards, I did some quick dumbbell bench presses, and it hurt so bad just carrying them to the back rack to the bench and then back from the bench to the rack that I decided not to do the seated lat pull downs because I just didn't want to put any more pressure on my finger. So then I always take Sunday off, and Monday I purposely didn't do anything that was going to use my hands. I know I made the video about my workout on Monday and talked about how I overslept and ended up going to 24-hour fitness at night, but I still like normally on Monday I do like my one arm clean and jerks and my front squats and stuff, and on that day all I did was normal squats and quarter squats because you're just holding it across here, your hands not involved hardly at all. So I had all Sunday off. Monday my hand wasn't really involved in what I was doing. Then I had all Tuesday off. We didn't really do anything in either of my kung fu classes that messed with my hand at all. And so then yesterday I went to the gym and I just did like my warm-up set with the dumbbells, and so it was a pretty light set, but again carrying it to the bench, from the rack to the bench and then back from the bench to the rack. I could feel that it was kind of sore, so I decided, okay, no rows today, and I don't think I want to do dumbbell bench press. I don't want to carry the heavier dumbbells because this already kind of hurt. So I switched to the flat bench with the barbell, and due to the fact that I love dumbbell bench pressing so much more, just like I like dumbbell overhead pressing more, because I like the freedom and how it's closer to real life. Like a lot of things you do, the arms will be more independent as opposed to fixed and in a going the same way. So I like all the way all the stabilizers and stuff have to work when you're doing a dumbbell instead of when you got the barbell. Like the barbell is way better than a machine, but it's not as good as the dumbbells. So I've been going almost exclusively dumbbells for like 3 or 4 years at least. And when I first made the switch, there was a huge gap, and I think it's that way for most people because there's a lot of things you can do when you have a barbell that everything works together and you can put up more weight. When you put up the dumbbells and things are disconnected, and this is like trying to stabilize itself and it can go all these different directions, it takes some weight off of what you can do. But when you spend years doing the dumbbells like I do, then your body gets used to dealing with lighter loads. So, I'm not doing 275, 295, 315 anymore. Like I'm always working out with dumbbells somewhere between 120 to 140, so it's like 240 to 280. So it's still heavy, but it's not as heavy. And so that's what I noticed. Like, I probably was weak and having a bad day anyway, but it was weird because back when I did barbell, I know I was younger and stronger back then, but like 225 was like cake weight back then. It's like an easy warm up. And 275 was like a heavy warm up. Like, I could probably only do 5 or 6 reps with it if I tried, but I was like a strength athlete, so I was normally doing like singles and triples and stuff. So I would go up higher and do things not very many reps. So just doing like 1 to 3 reps on 275 was still pretty easy back then, and then I'd go up to like 315 or something, do like a single or something. But now, like today, I was like, yesterday I was doing 135 was easy enough, but when I did 225, I'm like, holy cow, this is like only 225. This used to be so easy, and it wasn't really that easy. And I think I just had gotten used to the freedom of the dumbbells, and now I was like more in a fixed plane, and my arms didn't like losing their freedom or something. And then when I did 275, I was like, wow, this is really heavy. Like, I had to push really hard just to do one, and it was kind of embarrassing because like that used to be easy, and like I didn't think it was hard. So the point of this video is that if it's important to you that you have a good barbell bench press, then you need to do dumbbell and barbell bench press, or just barbell bench press. I think it'd be better to do dumbbell and barbell, but definitely don't do just dumbbell like I do. Dumbbell is great for pragmatic strength and interacting with the world as a martial artist, all kinds of things. It's really, really good, and if I was given my choice between the two, I would take that, and that's what I focus on because that's what's important to me. But if to you it is important to have a good barbell bench press, then you definitely need to do barbell bench press. You need to keep your body used to these arms working together in a more fixed plane instead of freely going wherever they want to go. And you need to get your body used to handling the bigger loads, because if you are always using however heavy the loads are that you can manage with dumbbells, that's gonna be what your body gets used to. And then like doing the 135 dumbbells is pretty good, but doing a 270-pound bench press isn't that good. So you can see how it'll make your bench press embarrassing. So if you want a good bench press, definitely have to be doing both the barbell and the dumbbell, not just solely dumbbell. So that's my little tip for the day.